Bigatron, this is now their game to lose.
For sure. Now looking at the draft index, so far the draft index has been accurately predicting the losers, okay? Based on match 1, it was 100% wrong. Game 1, it was 100% wrong with BTR losing despite having the winning index. Now ONIC has it in favor. But looking at the draft, honestly, they'll have to come to the execution again, man. Bigatron have the tools, but so do ONIC.
An opportunity to stop their lose streak right here, right now in game number 2. Or will Bigatron be able to fight back? It's ONIC against Bigatron.
Welcome to MobileLegends.
Let's say, ladies and gentlemen, will ONIC find the clean sweep and end their lose streak run, or will Bigatron force the series on towards a best of 3?
Looking at the emblems instantly here, you have to say, nothing too crazy. Concussive Blast from Akai, just trying to clear as fast as possible with the Martis there as well. Impure Rage from Kyrie. Wants to try to sustain as much in these team fights. But still for Q-Boy, it's the QC. No 3 QC start anymore now. But it should be still the same strat. Key getting chunked.
Still going to be fine for Key. And he has always been a pesky type of player that will try to disrupt the movements from the players of ONIC. That is always going to be the case for Key. Of course, El Memento trying to fish for something to happen.
And now it's the opposite, right? We did see that CW was the one to go Master Assassin on the Roger game 1. Now he actually has the weapon mastery, so the opposite. They went literally the opposite of each other now. Iman with the Master Assassin, and it's CW with the weapon mastery. CW wants to wait for these items. Meanwhile, for Iman, he wants to utilize the solo lane as much as he can.
Well, let's see here. First minute. Want to contest the top side, but of course, just to get XP. Yeah, not much action here in the second game if you compare it to first game.
It is. Rightly so. I mean, you know, in terms of the draft, of course, we will have to wait for the team fights to happen. Then the action will be provided there. But it feels like Bigatron just trying to shadow Lord JM and trying to beat down Ludby here. Even having to call Santapon to deliver the backup. CW gets Iman.
Oh, CB Heat! Oh, that's raw mechanic right there in first blood. Falls for Iman. Now Bigatron claims the mute as well as he now isolated. Flickers out. That's a win and win. Bot and Turtle.
Raw mechanic. Goni mentioned it. It was down to the wire, but it is Iman that will secure the first blood.
Against all odds too, level 4 just in time for CW. Got the additional health and the big bomb. But Iman, with absolute class, takes the win. My god, we rarely get to see the 1v1s in gold lane go to a solo kill. But it seems like with Iman, he just loves it. Lord JM doing the same thing now to Ludby that he did to Aran.
Still saves the flicker though. And that's yeah, that's another L for trades there. Top side of the map. Bigatron seems to be winning the small trades.
Bigatron able to clench finally the laning phase, the early minutes of the game, in which they did not have the opportunity to do so. Ludby just under pressure here. He's not going to really be online in the first 5 minutes maybe, but Key caught up.
Now being the front liner. Take a look at the knockup. Eternal Guard committed. NetherRealm triggered, and Supercan now will not commit the heavy spin as there you go. Kyrie with a Moral Coil will not be able to escape as Iman secures the gold. Now CW in a 3v1 will find the kill for SK. And and the mid lane will not survive due to Lord JM.
It all comes crumbling down for ONIC. Bigatron doing what they did to the Yellow Porcupines in game number 1, and now it's ONIC on the receiving end.
Man, didn't expect it to be this quick. The 2,000 gold lead now for BTR. 4 minutes in, 4-0. You can see a bit of action in game number 1, but man, all the trades going in favor to BTR. This is quite scary right now for ONIC, knowing that the Clint does super well when you are ahead, but when you fall behind, it's quite tough. And we did see that in the last team fight as well. Every time that ONIC aren't able to play full neutral, full front to back, they suffer from it. The Clint especially, and Iman wants to go for another 1v1 there in the bottom lane.
Now, second mute. ONIC Kyrie and Superken. Retrieve battle. Let's see who got it. For the second time, this is going to be Kyrie. It's a 1-for-1 on the mute. Though they will collapse and fight. But Bigatron says otherwise.
They can collect this with a sigh of relief, of course, having been able to get that neutral objective. We're so close. And they were ready to collapse on that part of the map. So ONIC, of course, looking to stabilize everything, but CW feels like he's falling behind the items here, Mirko.
Yep. Great build, though. I want to actually talk a little bit about the XP, Ludpi. We saw him in action earlier. Dreadnought armor into the Ares belt. I love this build. Very flexible. And he knows that early on he was getting bullied by Lord JM. Not anymore, though, now with these defensive items. He's actually winning in these trades against Lord JM. So that's why I wanted to point it out. W for Ludpi in the itemization department, but so is Eman in the itemization department. Steel leg plates over, and it does seem like he is building towards a Thunder belt. So wanting to respect ONIC's damage.
Heavy spin invested. Pull though. Sam's flickers out of that Eternal Guard. Now NetherRealm though will be committed as they are not going to re-engage.
Again, a little altercation there. The CW, he dashes in, but thankfully not going to be harmed even further. This is a hard lane for CW. He's just being pushed out, but Keyboy will be there to save him.
Okay, final slash on towards 2. The damage is not going to connect just yet though. Keyboy receives a lot of damage, will flicker out of the way. Amon now in the front side of the map.
Kyrie.
Receiving damage will flicker out. Superken isolated. The damage will be there and will be taken out though. He will take Keyboy down with him.
Crazy fights all around. It's a 1-for-1 in favor of ONIC. They get the jungler only for Keyboy. But up top, because Ludpi has rotated down below to give the free more pressure. Hold up, this might be a dive.
Oh no.
Ludpi for 1. Ludpi jumps in. The turret will be taken now as Armando will be safe and sound. Alongside G, I'm offended. Triggered. But yeah, no members from Bigatron will fall. The trade.
1-for-1 up top, it's a turret, and also in the bottom lane it's a turret, though ONIC did spend a whole lot of resources to go and dive the turret. No penalty zone for quite a while. This is a window for BTR to look for an opportunity here.
It is indeed a window that they could use, but that was kind of like a half and a half dive towards Eman. They weren't able to really just jump on him. And now, of course, Turtle next, ready. Who will be able to secure this key? Pulls the Keyboy in.
That's a 5v5, by the way. Eternal Guard, another round committed already. Superken, though, receives a lot of heat. Oh,
Ludpi.
Penalty zone. The backside, no follow damage just yet as Ludpi will not be able to survive this, surely. Moreno securing the kill. Now Lord JM in the flank situation will not commit onto it. 5. That's a win already for the Red Robots.
That is a win. They lost Ludpi, probably one of their frontliners, to be ready for this turtle fight. But I feel like ONIC now, either they give this or they contest this. I think they're still able to contest this, especially with the members up and running. But the ultimates and the flickers, it's all gone in the hands of ONIC.
Even though ONIC lost the battle, technically they lost a member. They had the resource advantage. They had all the HP bars still full, so BTR are the ones that have to play the long game now. But if we take a look at the bottom lane now, it's actually slow pushing back towards ONIC side from BTR. We have a clumped up, or a lot of minions building there. So BTR wants to take this fight.
Yep, another 5v5 now, let's see. Superken and Kyrie, it's neither! It's gonna be Moreno securing the new. Now take a look at Lord JM flanking, looking to minimize the health bar of ONIC. But oh, good re-engage as CW has range to take Lord JM down.
Turtle over for a kill. It's Lord JM for that turtle, and ONIC, they have a whole lot of siege potential.
Superken, their awkward positioning though will be traded for Keyboy.
Still value for ONIC.
It is value. Superken and Keyboy. Superken dead. Keyboy as a roamer as well will be taken down, so that is still valuable for ONIC, and even more valuable as they get their hands on the tier 1 turret up in the mid lane.
Yeah, luckily for BTR, they had that slow push building up in the bottom lane, so they did get a trade of some sort. Still, it's a mid tier 1 for a bottom tier 1, still in favor of ONIC, but the gold lead, slowly but surely, that 2,000 in the 4th minute for BTR is going back to ONIC. They've been able to just maneuver around these neutral objectives so well and play with the resource advantage so well. The sustain from the ONIC side of using that Netherrealm. Arlet remains the most picked hero by Keyboy with 8 picks and holds a 62.50% win rate throughout MPLID Season 13.
That's a very high win rate, especially for someone of Keyboy's caliber. Of course, always on the move, on the hunt with the Arlet. And so far, Sans with Farmers as well has been very solid, providing that extra layer of backup for the players of ONIC if Bigatron does engage the Netherrealm if needs be. Will always be that, you know, escape from jail card for ONIC. But Bigatron with Aman, I think, up as the edge of the spear will be the one to really deal the damage later on, and it will be very hasty for them.
I think for Bigatron, they need to utilize their advantage that they have in the side lanes. They need to try to get more pressure, slow push around. They have Lord JM, a very good split pusher. And also for BTR, it's technically a bit harder when they want to go for these team fights. They need to be the ones layering their CC, layering their damage, and layering their initiations. ONIC, if it's an all-out fight, they have a Netherrealm. They have so much with the penalty zone as well. Hold up.
See, Ludpi here will be the recipient of that. I'm offended. Couple of shurikens as well. Oh, final slash. Not be committed just yet though from ONIC's side. They will take their time. As take a look at Lord JM here, already managing the far lane that will be very beneficial for Bigatron.
Bottom side is pushing and no spells blown whatsoever, so this could still be a full-on resource fight as Key is collapsed on them. It's gonna be final slash though.
Now good penalty on Flicker as well, and they will find the trigger. Come on now, receiving damage. Eternal Guard just to buy time. Netherrealm trigger. Lord JM in the flanking position will look for a member, but it seems like he will not find the angle just yet. Again, it's a 4v5, but ONIC, they will be happy, they will be satisfied just getting one.
Another great pick there from ONIC. Played their cards so well, knowing again they just need to go in, find one when that happens. They need to try to risk it here. BTR 4v5, Keyboy.
Oh, good final slash. No commitments just
Lord
will be free for ONIC.
Now a question could be asked that in that fight, Lord JM was just, you know, flanking from behind and he had to run away because of the members targeting him. Could he just have pushed the bottom lane? I think that could be much better.
Yeah.
In that scenario, no?
He could. I think he could have gone for the turret, but I think the call for BTR was to fight it out. They thought they would be able to fight it out, and it did look very promising until ONIC corralled around CW again. So I would just have to give props to ONIC there. Great forced error by them as they pushed the tempo. When BTR were trying to play the macro game split push, ONIC are decisive. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to have, that decisive mentality when an enemy has the macro advantage over you. Push on the tempo, try to look for a fight with the man advantage, and that they were able to do. 2 times, Keyboy was able to get the final slash on Key, and so now we just have to really talk about Key. He needs to position himself better. Sure, he is the frontliner, he is the one that needs to open up the map, but he needs to be more careful when there is someone like the Paquito down below already doing work. Like you said, they could have gone for that split push, so there is no rush for BTR. They could have taken it slow.
Slow could be the name of the game, but you know, all things considered, I think Lord JM was at least putting pressure in that bottom lane. ONIC could have, you know, been the victims of what Cars did last week to them. But at least ONIC now has been able to slow down all the lead, and the Bigatron looking to collapse on something. Nothing will happen though. Thankfully, Ludpi was able to read that engage.
The Flicker is out to safety easily. Let's take a look at the items though now. It is still Iman who is in the lead. He got that Thunderbelt, and now already with the 3-item Power Spike, Corrosion, the Golden Staff, and the VHS. Same goes for CW though, even though he's behind in gold.
Oh my god, penalty zone on towards Still. Good knock up there by Moreno. But yeah, no commitments more there. 5v5 remains.
Yeah, nothing to fight for. So back to the point, CW, yeah, he does damage. To put it simply, he does a whole lot of damage already now, and he's building towards a BOD. So when that happens, even these frontliners will be melting down. It's Heptasis plus Melfic Roar, so a whole lot of penetration on top of BOD and the Endless that he has. Meanwhile, for Iman, and I would say, for the Clint, easier way to deal damage. Oh,
no Flicker this time! Punished with the heavy spin committed. It's a 5v4, 25 seconds to the next Lord. Oh, that might be a mistake there from ONIC. No Netherrealm too.
Yeah, that could be a mistake as well. Ludpi was, I don't know, he was probably unaware of the players of Bigatron. He was hiding in that bush, so at least that's a net advantage for Bigatron. And if you take a look at it retrospectively, I think ONIC, their engagement has been on point. You know, the final slash followed up with the penalty zone. It has proven to always be able to catch the players of Bigatron in those, you know, engage tools. And if they can keep up with this, it could be very, very crazy for ONIC. But oh, here they come.
Committing again. Final slash just on towards the Lord though of that Eternal Guard.
Yeah. They spent a whole lot of resources, man. Supercan now has the heavy spin, but Key, no I'm offended. Moreno, no Eternal Guard, and Iman also no ult. Still slow push in the bottom lane though for BTR. They have this advantage. So BTR, again, in no rush. It's ONIC's turn to be decisive, to look for these team fights. BTR can play the long game with the macro advantage, with the wave manipulation advantage that they have. Mid lane as well, Lord Jam is being sent out to do a whole lot of things, creating slow pushes in the bottom lane, clearing out the mid lane shove by ONIC as well. But for BTR, they need to always remember that they have to be the ones holding the Lord. If ONIC somehow hold the Lord and force a 5v4, it could be disastrous for them.
Bigatron, they do have the higher bargaining power in terms of the prio that they have. You know, the side lanes are pushing. Lord JM tasked to always harness the waves that are pushing slowly towards the base.
Yeah,
and ONIC has to respond.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to respond to this. Lord JM always, again, trying to be a pest in the side lanes. And ONIC, they either gamble this Lord or they concede some sort of split push again in the hands of Lord JM.
Yeah, amazing force error here. And this has actually created a little bit of a window where they can initiate. Clint is bottom.
Oh my god, Keyboy forced to use the flicker. Kyrie jumps in to provide vision as well. Ludpi!
Oh!
Flicker penalty zone!
Shots?
Finding two! Good pull! Netherrealm! The wombo combo connects! Moreno first to fall alongside Supercan. Lord JM though will damage control, find one! And Keyboy as well. It's a 2-for-2 at the end of the day.
Again, a stalemate in which they are able to trade it back 2v2. But oh, Sam's getting caught up.
Winner. Oh, the attack speed will... Oh my god, Sans! Gila Sans! With the timing on the Winter Truncheon. And Iman will not be able to secure that kill.
Yeah, it clears out the mid lane though, and ONIC are still going for this. BTR can actually retaliate. They can actually look for a fight here. ONIC don't have the resources, and Sans doesn't even have the Netherrealm.
Let's see though, Kyrie.
Oh no!
Retribution. No! Iman! And Lord JM will secure the objective. Though, CW will find the shutdown and the double. Wow!
CW going immensely, still chasing down Lord JM. He has to run away, but still, CW at least closes the wound that could have spread even bigger for ONIC. But still, they lose the Lord. They lose that fight. But Iman and Key has to go down in that process.
What a high-level game, man. I'm so happy to see this in MPLID. BTR versus ONIC in game number 2. 17 minutes in, the Lord taken by Lord JM. The knockout to the Lord. And we have to take a look at the items again. That Wind of Nature buy, but unfortunately for Iman, he did not tap it. I think he wasn't sure that CW would go for the chase. I think he thought that ONIC would actually just disengage, and Supercan needs to be careful here. They did get the Lord, but they have no members to escort it. So it will be ONIC who actually get the advantage on the Lord. It will be a bad Lord advantage for BTR. Still though, the fact that they were able to get it stops ONIC from sieging down their base even more. So BTR can still look for the advantage that they had earlier, which is that wave push, the macro, with Lord JM pushing in the side lanes.
ONIC slowly getting their grip on this game, able to neutralize the threat of that Lord, and now the gold lead even swings in their favor. The side lanes though still a problem to be addressed. They have to send either CW or Ludpi maybe to deal with it, and when that happens, that is when Bigatron will collapse in a 4v5, but he again...
Oh, engaged on, but will disengage calmly. Meanwhile, Lord JM bottom side will be Cars 2.0, harassing that far lane, abusing that Terizla pick that will not help ONIC.
Yeah. Oh no, they got a catch!
Oh my lord!
No!
Kyrie! That was a good response there by Bigatron.
The built-up frustration of that bottom wave. You can see the desperation even from Lutpi because it was still the Lord buffed minions. It was going to get taken down. He had to throw in that penalty zone. And Kyrie was left alone. These forced errors constantly by BTR, and now they are seeking or wreaking the advantages now for that kill onto Kyrie. Turret in the mid lane, tier 2 taken away, 19 minutes.
That kill was uncalled for, but still they were able to at least get that. And Lord JM again in the side lanes. This could be the needle in the haystack. And ONIC, they have to be able to always respond to this. Bigatron, they always, have the ability to see through that. When the side lanes get pushing, when Lord JM is doing his own thing, they're able to get an angle to jump into the players of ONIC, and that is where, uproar happens, pandemonium in the team fights. So they have to be able to at least calm this down, and now the gold lead swings, slightly to Bigatron.
JM cancelled it.
Oh my god, that's a good macro, and that's a good setup. That's a free kill again while the Lord is up.
Yeah, he cancelled that recall, man, and he will be punished for it.
Punishment indeed. Lord JM was close to getting home to base, but now Superken, he will try to disrupt this Lord Key with a pull. Oh, cancel!
Rugged by Sans just to buy more time and resources there. What the heck?
Sans Gila again denying that pull. With the winner truncheon, the Lord is low. Kyrie, his hands is in this.
Lord Retribution, who will grab it? It will be Kyrie! And they will collapse. Final slash contested. Supergan loses his mortality and will lose his life as well. He will be down for 15.
What an incredible layer of team fights and mechanical duels we saw there, man. The Winter Truncheon from Gila Sans, right as the I'm Offended gets used up. Now Iman selling the boots, getting the Melfic Roar. Now it spells trouble for BTR. They've had the advantage for such a long time, and finally ONIC read through the pattern, read through the waves to catch Lord JM. Now with the Lord in the bottom lane, ONIC can take their time building out these waves. They can build up massive waves in the bottom, but they're actually trying to just shove it. So they want to look for as many turrets outer as possible before they go for this base turret. They know that with the Evolved Lord, they will surely crack one base turret open.
What a game it has been. It has been a feast for our very eyes as ONIC now look to crush this Lord to the base. Bigatron, they have to defend this. Still, with all of the things that they have, ONIC, they won't stop now. But I don't think they can end yet. Not now, but maybe when a moment happens. That is where they can pounce the tier 1 turret. Oh, what a jump!
Flash onto it still. There you go. The damage though, actually, will shut CW down. And ONIC, they're running for the hills as Bigatron, they smell blood. They want more blood. And Moreno finds the mark. ONIC though will have members to buy time. Lutpi will lose his mortality, but surely he will fall in the hands of Iman. Sans now again trying to find the mark, but Flicker is there and he will survive.
Bigatron hold the line as Sans, he doesn't give a damn about what Bigatron has done to ONIC. He is still in this, and he's still confident that ONIC will be able to win this.
Because it's still a net positive for ONIC. They got two base turrets, the two base turrets in the side lane, the most valuable base turrets. Now with super minions pushing in these lanes, BTR will struggle to use their advantage. That's why they're going for the desperate move. They might just be going for the end.
Oh no.
Can they clear? Keyboy caught in the heavy spin. The damage though will come through. Never round to my time, but Keyboy will lose his immortality. Now the mid side is very vulnerable. Keyboy will fall first. Now Bigatron, they will not be greedy, as Key will keep his immortality intact.
Oh, what a strange chain of events. An insane one at that. Keyboy had to fall down in that siege. But thankfully, CW was up in time to really just put up, to keep up with the players of Bigatron and dish out the damage needed for them to scamper away from the base.
In any other circumstance, I would say that actually going for the turret would have been more valuable, but look at the timer for the Lord. It's up already in Keyboy. The death timer is still 30 seconds away. So BTR, because they focused down Keyboy, now they've staggered these death timers and they can actually look for the tempo around the Lord. They can play around it with Lord JM and up top, clearing it out already.
5v4 man down, another round
Lord
triggered
JM.
early. Oh, penalty zone here. Damage not connected just yet. He will lose his immortality though. But yeah,
the Lord
here, 8,000 HP. Oh, Kyrie is in that Lord, but Super Ken will find the retribution.
Still, open ending for both teams. They're able to trade everything. The resources, the kills, the objectives. Still with Bigatron though, they get the Lord and now the gold is in their favor.
Now they play it slow. What ONIC did earlier, slow building up the waves. Lord Jam will be out for a while though, so despite them getting the Lord, if they... Let's see where the Lord spawns first. Bottom lane. That's actually really, really good for BTR because ONIC has just pushed that lane earlier. This will give a bit of time for Lord JM to spawn, but look at how ONIC are already surrounding the Lord, going for it. This Lord ain't gonna do much for BTR, unfortunately, because Lord JM is down. They cannot utilize it,
Wow.
and it'll be cleared out easily by ONIC. It's back to an ONIC siege, not a BTR siege.
What a crazy turn of events. Now, the last base turret from the side of Bigatron will fall, as it will be just another reset. 25 minutes on the clock. Gold, irrelevant, it's all just about setups.
At least they're able to eradicate all the turrets that is keeping Bigatron alive, defending that crystal from finally shattering. And ONIC, of course, now choosing to play it slow, regrouping, resetting. At least the side lanes are all pushing in favor of ONIC. Lord JM though, you know, they always have Lord JM, they always have the carry that could always respond. And now the replay presented by Samsung Galaxy in that final Lord fight.
Good idea by Lord Jam, right? Trying to zone as far as possible, but also he is very, very squishy. He's not a full tank. Paquito actually has a lot of damage in his kit. More damage than defense. He only has an Oracle, so I would say a bit of overextension there from Lord JM. Still though, they were able to get the Lord. Moreno actually terrified Kyrie in that fight after Kyrie used the Mortal Coil, and that's how Ken was able to get 100-0 in the retry department. Just as long as he was on point, he would have gotten it. BTR with a 1,000 gold lead, but hey, in the 26th minute of the game, the gold lead is irrelevant. There are only item swaps there for, you know, a few of these members. Instant conceal into bottom lane. JM's got to be careful. Key's there too.
Like it though. Ooh. Flicker committed there by King. Also, that final slash. Yeah, ONIC and Bigatron are just hovering around again, looking for a possible angle here. Have to engage on.
They missed that engage initially towards Key. A lot of resources blown, but at least in the side of Bigatron, they don't have the spells that they need in Lord JM and Key in that regard. So far, of course, Lord has been spawned. This will be the priority for both teams. To try to snatch, to try to get their hands on this Lord, to look for the end. But oh, here they go towards Key.
He has the immortality. Oh! I'm offended on towards 3, but it seems like he will lose his mortality first. Now Amon looking for a backup. Look, another round triggered as well. And Super Ken now falls back as well as King.
Oh my God.
No casualties on that fight.
But they baited out these big resources. Super Ken still has the heavy spin. No Netherrealm, a window of opportunity. But that's why ONIC can take these risks. They can go in like that and reset altogether because they have the waves in their favor. Super Ken!
Oh, all alone, heavy spin. That's info.
Yeah.
That's huge resource. And ONIC, they might commit and pull the trigger on the Lord.
They will commit, of course. Super Ken, taken down to half HP, still has the immortality though. But the Retribution battle will be very crucial in winning or losing this game, this team fight. That is going to be very important. Keyboy misses the final slash, sadly, and Keys jumped upon. Thankfully though, The Lord is still in the hands of ONIC, and they will for sure secure the Super Ken zoned out.
Super Ken zone out very low, has immortality. Take a look at Lord J.
no.
Carry positioning. Ludpi spots that out.
Lord.
Oh my god. CW, awkward eye angle, and will be punished by Bigatron.
Oh.
Kyrie! Still though, gets the retry. And now, focus on Kyrie. He will be taken out as Aman now in the No Man's Land. Will be stunned up, but reinforcements will come as Bigatron. They will move onwards. Lord JM, Aman, Moreno, and Super Ken, all 5 will take care of this Lord.
What an insane turnaround. Sun's not yet, not yet.
Oh my goodness, Ludpi, what the heck? Out of nowhere with the penalty zone.
Oh my god.
Flash as well, as a lot of engages, resources will take Aman down. Moreno buying time with the winner Truncheon and Immortality bot, but it is all for naught as Ludpi will be able to secure the kill. Throw in the towels, Bigatron Alpha. It is all over.
That sentence eschewed by the Sky Kings. The red robots could finally be damaged. This will be the final blow.
Lord JM and Super Ken trying to do the impossible. Lord JM now has immortality, buying enough time. Will it be though? As Minion
Sans
already comes in. Sans just oh my goodness.
What?
Chad move there. Lord JM taken down, and again, it is all over. ONIC clean sweeping Bigatron Alpha.
What a game that was! The Sky Kings finally slowly ascending, rebuilding that Sky Throne that was once theirs. Still a long journey to fight back to, but